Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, madam.
Welcome to today's lesson. I'm Madam Gladys, and I'm going to take you through braking system. And before that, I'm going to confirm my register and to see if you are all in. And I can see you are all in. On our last session, we tackled on braking system, the types of braking system and their functions. And on today's outcomes, we are going to see surveys of vehicle braking system. And here is our outcomes. By the end of this session, the trainee should be able to define the term access of vehicle braking system. Number two, the tools and equipment used in service the braking system. And lastly, explain workshop regulation when servicing the braking system. And now we are going to start by introducing what is assessing the vehicle braking system. Naomi, take us through that.
Assessing a vehicle braking is a process of examining the components and mechanisms responsible for slowing down or stopping the vehicle, ensuring that they are in proper working condition and capable of providing reliable and efficient braking.
Thank you. That is the meaning of assessing a vehicle braking system. And now, while assessing the braking system, there are tools and equipment that are used. And we have the OBD2 scanner. And this tool is used to retrieve diagnostic trouble codes, TDC, from vehicle onboard computer system. We also have the brake pad gauge, and this is used to measure the thickness of the brake pads to determine if they are worn beyond the recommended limits. We have the brake caliper piston tool, and this tool is used to compress the brake caliper piston when replacing brake pads or performing brake maintenance. We have the brake fluid tester, and this is used to measure the moisture content of the brake fluid, indicating its level of contamination and the need for replacement. Water micrometer. Maybe kindly. System. Also the brake line wrenches, and this is specialized wrenches are designed to fit the brake line fitting and facilitate the removal and installing of the brake components. We have the brake lead, and this equipment is used to resurface brake rotor, removing any irregularities and ensuring a smooth braking surface. We have the digital multimeter, and it is used to measure electrical voltage, resistance, and continuity, allowing for diagnostic of brake system, electrical components such as ABS, sensors, and wiring. We have also the brake pressure gauge, and it is used to measure the hydraulic pressure in the brake system. We have the brake fluid flush machine, and this equipment is used to perform a complete brake fluid flush and replace removing all fluids and contaminants from the system. Those are the some of the tools and equipment used in braking system when servicing it. And we can now move to the PPE used as per workshop regulation when servicing a braking system. And I'll ask Naomi to take us through the first three PPEs. Naomi, kindly.
Safety glasses and goggles. This protects your eyes from debris, chemicals, and potential splashes while working with brake components of brake fluids. Next is nitrile gloves. These gloves provide protection against brake fluid, grease, and other chemicals. This also prevents the transfer of oils and contaminants from your hands onto brake components. The third one is disposal or coveralls, shop aprons. This protects your clothing from dirt, grease, brake dust, and other contaminants that may be present in the workshop environment.
Thank you, Naomi. Can see another PPE that is slip resistant safety shoes. And wearing a slip resistant safety shoes with proper traction can help to prevent accident and provide stability while working in the workshop. We have protective clothing. You are required to wear a long sleeve shirt and long pants so that to protect your skin from cuts, abrasion, exposure to chemicals. We have also the respirator or dust mask. A respirator or a dust mask is recommended when working with a brake dust or when performing tasks such as grinding or sanding brake components. And we have also the ear protection when operating a power tool or working in a noisy environment, such as when removing or installing brake rotors. Wearing earplug or ear muff is essential to protect your hearing. That is the end of our session. If I'll ask, what have you learned today in our session? Let's summarize in a few minutes. John, please summarize for us our session of today.
We have also learned the PPEs used in during workshop or when you are dealing with the operation in workshop. So that's all we have learned today.
That is what we have learned. Thank you, John.
Welcome.
That is what we have learned today. And before we end this session, I left you with an assignment. You'll go and describe the procedure used when servicing a braking system, and I'll collect in our next session. Thank you, and have a nice evening.
You too.